Hello techies. In today's session, I'm going to take you a detailed tour of the Claude Code interface and understand how each component contributes to an AI-assisted software development workflow. Before we start building applications, writing code, or implementing advanced AI workflows, it is important to understand the environment in which we will be working. Think of Claude Code as an AI-powered development workspace where developers collaborate with artificial intelligence to design, debug, and maintain software projects. Alright, let us explore the interface step by step. First one is Mode Selection Area. At the top left corner of the interface, we can see three primary modes. One is chart, second one cowork, third one is the code. Chart mode is designed for general conversations with Claude. Users can ask questions, generate content, learn concepts, summarize documents, and perform non-development tasks. For an example, you can explain about object-oriented programming or create a project proposal or summarize a PDF. Second mode is Cowork. Cowork mode focuses on collaborate AI workflows. It helps users manage tasks, planning activities, productivity workflows, and intelligent assistance beyond coding. For an example, we can plan for the project planning, we can create task management, and we can work with workflow coordination. Another mode is Code. Code mode is especially designed for software engineering and development activities. This is where developers can build applications, generate code, review projects, debug issues, automate workflows, and work with AI-powered development tools. Since our course focuses on Claude Code, we will spend most of our time in Claude mode. Next one is the navigation panel, which is located on the left-hand side of the interface in the navigation panel. This section serves as the central control area for managing our AI development workspace. The first one is New Session. The New Session button starts a fresh coding conversation. Every project or development task can have its own dedicated session. For an example, Web API development session, Python automation session, SQL automation session, React application session. This helps keep conversations organized. Next one is the routines. The routine sessions stores reusable workflows and automation sequences. Think of routine as predefined AI-powered development processes. For an example, code review routine, documentation generation routine, testing workflow routine, deployment preparation routine, and many more that we have. There you can see we're having briefing, system health check, email triggerage, issue triggerage, and many more. Organizations often use routines to standardize development processing. Next one is the Customize. The Customize section allows users to personalize Claude behavior. Here we can have some configurations such as development preferences, coding standards, project guidelines, communication styles, team conventions, and many more. There you can see we can customize the Claude with skills, connectors, and plugin shape how your Claude Code will work. You can connect with apps, skills, and browsing your plugins. Customization helps Claude to generate responses that align with the organizational standards. And there you can see we are having more. The more section provides access to the additional settings and advanced features such as dispatch, and there you can have customization bar. For an example, you may have account settings, model configurations, workspace preferences, and advanced options. And there you can see we are having session history pane. Below is the navigation option. You will notify the session history area. Currently, the panel displays the sessions you start will show up over here. This area stores all your previous coding conversations. There you can see I'm having one coding conversation such as mobile chart application. As you continue using Claude Code, these sessions becomes our development history repository. For an example, we may have mobile chat application, e-commerce application, customer management system, AI chatbot development, database optimization, and many more. Session history allows developers to revisit previous discussions and continue work without starting from the scratch. And there you can see at the bottom of the left corner, you will find user profile session. Let me click on that. And there you can see this session indicates current user account, subscription type, access level, and available premium features. There you can see right now I'm using the subscription that is Pro. The Pro subscription typically provides access to advanced cloud capabilities and increased usage limit. Next one is the main dashboard workspace. This is center of the screen which contains the primary dashboard. This is where Claude displays activity statistics and project information. There you can see we are having overview. Under overview, we are having sessions, messages, tokens, active days, current streak, longest streak, peak hours, and favorite model. And also you can select all or the range you can give 30 days or 7 days you can give it. Right? The sessions stores the total number of coding sessions which has been created. Coming to the messages, there you will find the total number of interactions with the Claude. And the total tokens which it will measure AI processing usage. Next one is the active days. The number of days Claude has been used. Right now, the Claude is 1 day which has been used. Now you can see the current streak, which is the consecutive days of activity. Longest streak will displace the highest continuation usage period. That is 1 day over here, right? And the peak hours, which is the most active development time. And there you can see the favorite model you can see over here. That is most frequently used Claude model. All these metrics helps the developers to monitor productivity and usage pattern. There is one more tab is available, that is models. The model tabs provides information about AI model utilization. Here, user can view model usage statistics, model performance, and model selection history. Next one is the project selection area. Near bottom of the center of the interface, there you will find project selection area, which is important section, that is local workspace. Right? The local workspace indicates the Claude will work with the files which are stored on your local computer. Next one is the select folder. This is the bottom button of the foundation of the project aware AI development. Now I have selected the Claude code over here. Once we have connected with the Claude, we can understand source code files, project structure, configuration files, dependencies, documentation, and folder history. There you can see, if I'm going to click on select folder, and there you can go ahead and you can select the folder. Now I have already selected the Claude code. Let me click on that and open the folder. There you can see I'm having all source code files, project structure, configuration files, and many more. This transforms Claude from a simple chatbot to intelligent development assistant. Alright, let me click on cancel. Next one is the prompt input area. At the bottom of the interface, this is what we call it as prompt box. This is where developers communicate with the Claude. For an example, you can give analyze this project, create a REST API using Flask, generate unit tests, optimize database queries, review security vulnerabilities, and many more. And many prompts you can give it. Claude processes these instructions and provide context-aware responsibilities. The quality of your prompt directly affects the quality of the results. Next one, accept edit control. This controls how Claude applies file modification. Depending upon our configuration, Claude may suggest edit only, request approval before changing, or automatically apply approved modifications. These features provide safety and developer control. Next one is the model selection. There you can see at the bottom right corner, you will see the active model. Let me click on that. There you will find n number of models such as Opus 4.8, Sonnet 4.6, Haiku 4.5, Opus 4.7 Legacy, 4.6 Legacy. This determines the AI engine responsible for processing the request. Different models may offer varying levels of reasoning, speed, context handling, and coding capabilities. This is all about the Claude Code interface. The Claude Code interface is much more than a simple chat window. It's a complete AI-powered software engineering workspace that combines project awareness, intelligent reasoning, development automation, and collaboration capabilities. Understanding this Claude Code interface is the first step toward becoming productive with Claude Code. Alright, I hope you understand the Claude Code interface as part of this tutorial.